and Enums has 4 use areas. And in this video, I'll just talk about raw values and CaseIterable, saving associated values and constants for another videos. An enum is one of 3 named model types, the others being struct and class. So it helps us create our own data type, similar to result, which is also an enum. And an enum is also a value type. Now, as you can see, we have to use cases here. We can also use static, but that's used in constants. And it can store values, so we can't do something like this. It'll start, it should be starting to complain right away. Yeah, must not contain stored properties. In order to access, once we created this, in order to access each of the values here, we would do something like just put in the related values and say raw values, and we'll just add that. And this could also be our CaseIterable, and add that. So yeah, that's the basic way to access it. If you weren't very impressed by that, we can also define a raw value type, and we'll take an int right now, and what will happen if we do that? Nothing at all. We would have to access it using raw value. And what happened? It got value of 1. Why did it get a value of 1? Because it assumes that it starts from 0. But if we were to put a -1 there, what would its value be now? Cool. It adds it up for you without you having to write on every single case. But we could also do something like, it also take a string, and we can say this is a raw value. There we go, and should be printing that out in a jiffy. No, yes, no it didn't. Why didn't it do that? Because I'm down there. Yeah, well, okay. Raw values, there we go. This is a raw value, there we go. Now, actually I could say that if you've seen these cases before, the most common places we see cases are switch, and Enums is actually really good to be used with switches. So let's create a switch method and a switch for that. And it will be using related values. Now, if we don't click on this helper here and we just make our own, like that, we'll wait for some help from Xcode, and here we go. Do you want to add the missing cases? There we go. So let's print something here using raw value. Something like that. There we go. Now we can call it by doing something like this. And which value do we want? Let's just take the raw values for now. So yeah, it's especially optimal for use in cases. We would have problems if we tried to get the raw value from here, because we're inside there, so don't do that. But what we could also do is use a CaseIterable. And if we go back up here and we just do something like CaseIterable, there we go. Now we have, now we made this a little bit more powerful, this our little enum. So if we do something like this, related values, all cases, don't take the big one, take the small one, and do something like count, then it start behaving like an array. And there we go. Yep. But we can do, if we want everything in it, values, take that and can do a print of everything, and their raw values. And it'll spit out everything that it has. This was a raw value, and when there is no raw value, it'll just take the case value. And that was that for a basic rundown of enums and how to use them together with raw values. Yeah, look out for next videos regarding case iterables, associated value and constants. Thank you.